coming up on Torrance Today. Torrance firefighters are helping to contain a couple of wildfires throughout California. Community members gather throughout our city to remember those we lost on 9/11. And updated COVID-19 boosters are now available. I got my shot and a discount on my groceries for doing so. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Christine Lee. It's 4 p.m. on Monday, September 12th. I hope you had a restful weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. Torrance firefighters are assisting crews at a couple of fires burning across California. Last Thursday, a strike team headed up to the Mosquito Fire located northeast of Sacramento. At last check, that fire has burned more than 46,000 acres, is 10% contained, and closed parts of El Dorado and Tahoe National Forests. Meanwhile, the Fairview Fire in Hemet, northeast of Temecula, is now 53% contained. Another group of Torrance firefighters went out there last week, planning to be there for at least 2 weeks as part of a task force. But we just got word today that they are heading back home. They say the weekend's wet weather helped with the firefighting efforts. More than 28,000 acres have burned over there and claimed 2 lives, caused 1 injury, and destroyed at least 35 structures. Yesterday was the 21st anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Across the country, millions of Americans paid tribute to the nearly 3,000 people who lost their lives that day. And a couple of Torrance teens continued their 3rd annual tradition of commemorating the tragedy, giving the community time to reflect.
As always, we get a really warm reception here at Seaside Heroes Park, and a lot of people have been just coming out to help, so it's been really nice. It's just like one of those events that I think is so important to remember because so many people were really changed by the event, and so many people were touched by the event. I also think that reminding people of a time in American history where we were all very unified is really important. After 9/11, a lot of people sort of rallied together and communities rallied together in order to support the people affected. And I think that reminding people of that sort of sense of community and that sense of generosity and kindness that we were willing to extend to one another is really important. I also think that a lot of people, especially young people, don't understand the scope of the event itself. And so a part of what this is meant to be is an educational tool because kids, you say 3,000 people, and they don't know what that means. So putting out all the flags and being able to say each flag represents a human being with their own family and friends and lives is much more useful and much more helpful. And I think that it really helps them grasp the importance of the event on a fundamental level.
Community members and leaders came through Seaside Heroes Park yesterday to reflect on the dark moment in history. But Haley and her co-founder believe this showing could be a way to further connect the generations and remind us of our strength and to never forget. Another solemn event took place at El Camino College. The Veterans Resource Center teamed up with the Montford Point Marines and held an American flag folding ceremony remembering and honoring the lives lost on that tragic day.
Fold 1. The 13 stripes represent the original 13 states: Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Participants received American flags and also shared a moment of silence. The event featured a number of speakers addressing faculty, students, and fellow veterans. El Camino College is home to about 600 veteran students. The Torrance Police Department assisted with a multi-agency task force operation recently, leading to the seizure of hundreds of ghost guns and gun parts. Authorities arrested 2 men Thursday morning after search warrants were served in Gardena and San Pedro. The regional illegal firearms team learned that a foreign national was trying to illegally export the so-called ghost guns. The task force recovered about 200 of the gun frames, handgun slides, 2 assault weapons, firearms magazines, ammunition, and several parts and tools for manufacturing the ghost guns. The task force includes members from the LAPD, Homeland Security Investigations, and the LAX Police Department. Torrance Police Chief Jeremiah Hart says the operation was a huge success and makes Torrance, as well as the greater LA area, safer. El Retiro Library is open again and looking fresh. Thank you to the staff over there for sending us some photos. They say a flood shut down the library about a year ago, and they used that as an opportunity to completely reimagine their space. They got new carpets and relocated the shelves and the circulation desk. The library also got foldable and storable chairs and tables, making everything mobile. El Retiro is open Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 10 to 2, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 6, and Saturdays from 9 to 5. If you're planning to drop by today, check out the newest curbside craft. We can make magnetic mermaids. The kits are only available until supplies run out. Also, El Retiro will host a celebration this Saturday from noon to 3. The address is 126 Vista del Parque. The Torrance Certified Farmers Market returns tomorrow with some delicious new vendors.
We're at the Torrance Farmers Market. It's one of the markets that we really look forward to doing, and we feature our Louisiana fried catfish with our wild Alaskan salmon sandwiches. We got all natural chicken, recipes through the generations, recipes that have been passed down through the years in my family, and we love to share with the community. So come on out to the Torrance Farmers Market, where you can see us here every Tuesday.
The food looks delicious and the servings are generous, so come hungry. There's also a plant-based vendor called Kimama Cafe selling mostly vegan bento boxes. The owners are from Torrance, so we love seeing them fulfill their dreams right here at Wilson Park. Then you can now have dim sum at the farmers market. Cute Bun makes all natural steamed buns with no additives, food coloring, or preservatives, and some of them are super cute and creative too. About 60 farms from all over California will come out with their seasonal varieties, so mark your calendars for the next farmers market tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Here's another outdoor spot to enjoy. Sea-Aire Golf Course is in full swing again, and they just wrapped up a youth golf tournament a couple of weekends ago. Despite the heat, organizers say they had a great turnout, and for those who weren't able to make it, they can drop by any day now. The pitch and putt course is open Mondays from 1 p.m. to dusk and Tuesdays through Sundays from 9 a.m. to dusk. It costs $4 to $9 based on your age. Sea-Aire is located at 22730 Lupine Drive. Looking forward to visiting again once the temperature dips a little lower. You probably heard that now is the time to be extra diligent about conserving water. The Metropolitan Water District of Southern California is in the middle of repairing an emergency pipeline, and officials there thank everyone who has cooperated so far by not watering outdoors until Tuesday, September 20th. They say eliminating outdoor watering for 2 weeks likely won't kill your lawn, but you may notice some yellowing. It should improve once the previous watering schedule resumes. City officials say while this restriction will not impact the expansive soil districts of Torrance, which are on the northern and southern parts of the city, they still ask everyone to cooperate and conserve water, especially for the next week. The updated COVID-19 booster shots are now available. I just got mine over the weekend and hope it will protect me from the highly contagious Omicron subvariants. There are 2 choices for the new boosters. Pfizer is available for those 12 and up, and Moderna for those 18 and up. Public health officials urge everyone who can to get the shot as the flu season is approaching once again. Many pharmacies offer the shots, which you can get free of charge. You can make an appointment at CVS, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, to name a few. I got mine at Albertsons, and just for getting boosted, I also got some chocolate and 10% off my grocery bill. Thank you for the discounted crab legs and steak. LA County is now in the low transmission category as set by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Public health officials hope we can help keep it that way by signing up for the new booster. Just go to myturn.ca.gov. A public health alert and a recall are in place for a couple of meat products. First, almost 500 pounds of beef jerky from Magnolia Provision Company was recalled due to listeria contamination concerns. The items were produced on August 25th and come in 2, 8, and 16-ounce packages. They're called Beef Jerky Experience Chop House Style Prime Rib Flavored Beef Jerky and have the expiration date of August 25th, 2023. Fortunately, no one got sick, but officials say the products were sold nationwide, and if you have one at home, you should toss it out or return it to the place of purchase. Then there's a public health alert for ground beef products in HelloFresh meal kits over possible E. coli contamination. A recall was not requested because the products are no longer available for purchase. But if you have 10-ounce plastic vacuum-packed packages containing ground beef, 85% lean, 15% fat with EST 46841 written on it, they should be thrown away. Investigators are looking into an outbreak of E. coli and say raw ground beef is the probable source for the reported illnesses. Well, still ahead, it's Motivational Monday, and if you're looking to get up to Big Bear sometime this year, why not volunteer too and make a difference in someone's life? I'll have more details when we come back in 60 seconds.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, looks good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish he felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I'm so proud to call you my son.
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this Motivational Monday, I want to introduce you to a unique nonprofit in Big Bear that I recently learned about. Former Councilmember Jack Walser has volunteered at the U.S. Adaptive Recreation Center on and off for 20 years, helping people with disabilities enjoy the outdoors in ways they never could have before. Participants include those from right here in Torrance, and the nonprofit is asking for more volunteers from our area as they get ready for another busy season.
We have participants with all disabilities, anywhere between spinal cord injuries, cerebral palsy, muscular dystrophy, anything across the board, intellectual disabilities as well, a lot of autism, Down syndrome, and then of course the physical disabilities. Parents have no idea that their child or whoever can do anything like this, and for them to be able to come up to Big Bear, get on the snow, feel the wind in their face, and be like their peers or be like their family members and be able to ski together as a family in something that they didn't ever think would happen is just magical. And we've seen changes in everybody that does it. The smiles are priceless. We're always looking for volunteers. We have volunteers that come from all over Southern California. We do a training that is an initial 3-day training for new volunteers, usually one in December, one in January. We ask them to commit 6 days throughout the season. And if they have that opportunity and then, or whatever they can give us, we'll take them.
Roselle says they serve about 400 people a year and have about 85 to 95 volunteers during the winter and about 20 during the summer. If you want to learn more about this organization and sign up for its services or become a volunteer, you can go to usarc.org. Well, that's our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torranceToday@torranceca.gov. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.